Hey, Joe, this is Roland. Thank you. I am in Studio B, where live broadcasts are made possible by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Man, we got a great one today. A great big welcome to Anya Hinkle and John Doyle. Hey, folks.
Hey there.
Hi, Roland.
Well, thanks for coming in. How was the drive over from way over there in Nashville?
Well, we had different experiences.
Uh-oh.
Mine was marred a bit by the 26 construction.
Oh,
but,
yeah, I hit that.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes me feel better. Yeah.
I went the right way.
You went the correct
40 way.
Yeah.
40 way, yeah.
All
It was
right.
good.
So John's happy and Anya's working on it.
I'm happy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Here we
yeah,
are.
that's
Look
great.
at this.
Congratulations on your new... Pronounce the title of your record for me, because I meant to ask you off mic.
Oceania.
Oceania.
And it's a, it's a province like North America, South America, Asia. And it's the Pacific, the Great Pacific, and all of its contents, which aren't very many land masses, but there are a few flung around in there.
So that seems like one of the themes in the record, though, is water and people interacting with water and going into it or coming back or things like that.
Yeah, I guess, it was a concept record, and it refers a little bit to some doctoral work I was doing as a student at the University of California, Berkeley, in ethnobotany. And I was studying Oceania and the great voyages of Polynesians who got in boats in Asia to find a homeland. And it's this greatest story of courage ever written. And, what would make people get in a boat to find a shore they didn't even know was there? And it occurred to me at a difficult time in my career, in my life, that our own lives are very much a metaphor for that kind of journey and that kind of courage that it takes. And so I thought that would be the title of the record. And I've tried to write stories and songs. I haven't tried. The stories and songs that come from that, I think, touch different facets of that. And the objective, of course, is just to make people know that, they're not alone. Oceania is always there, the Great Pacific, so deep, so wide. And but we have to keep voyaging. We have to have courage and faith. And it's not always easy. I get it.
Nice. Yeah, I get all of that in the songs in this, so it's going to be fun to hear some of them today. It is Anya Hinkle, John Doyle. They are performing as a duo for the next, couple weeks, 3 weeks? How long is your tour last?
Just this 1 week.
Just 1 week, okay. And starting off tomorrow night, the Great Eagle in Nashville.
The Great Eagle, hometown show.
Yeah, so good stuff. And we're going to get a taste now of what it's going to sound like. So what's your first song today?
We thought we'd start with a tune called Devil Chasin' Me. And, John's a dad. He's got a daughter. I've got a daughter. And, our girls are on the run in this country. And this is a little tune about that.
It's been a long road of trouble. It's been a long road of trouble, I say. Such a long road of trouble, I say. Shed many tears of sorrow. Shed many tears of sorrow, you know. So many years of sorrow I've known. And I'm rolling down the highway, winding like silver through the red clay. And I got an angel, and she's praying. I got a devil, and he's chasing. I've always got a devil chasing me. chaser. And I'm rolling down the highway, winding like silver through the red plain. I got an angel, and she's praying. I got a devil, and he's chasing. I've always got the devil chasing me. It's been a long road of trouble. It's been a long road of trouble, you know. So look for me if you're down the road. So look for me if you're down the road. So look for me if you're down the road.
All right, it's WNCW. That is Anya Hinkle with John Doyle, and that song's called "The Devil Chasing Me." That's good stuff. A lot of this, there's a sort of a mythic quality to this record at times, but then there's a lot of really social, current commentary, as in that song, for example.
Yeah, it all kind of came out at once. I wanted to make a new album, but I was truly a little disillusioned and lost, and a friend introduced me to a new director, a new producer, that had moved to Asheville and had worked on some pretty high-profile projects in the past with U2 and Sinead O'Connor on her Lion in the Cobra record, and I met him, Kevin Maloney,
Right.
and just fell in love with that man. He's from Ireland. He was working on a lot of traditional Irish projects for a long time and got into a lot of those rock projects in the 80s with primarily Irish artists and British artists, but took a long time off, and I was his first project back in a couple decades. And when we got together to write this record, he heard what I was writing. He said, keep writing. And I got COVID, and I'm a mom, so I'm always around people, like, constantly. And I got to be alone for maybe 10 days or something. And I hadn't spent that much time alone in like a decade. So I pretty much wrote the bulk of the record during that time frame.
In those 10 days.
A lot of it, yeah. And then I think that started a wave of writing. But when I met Kevin, we started working on the record. I did some pre-production work with River Gargarian, who's a local but incredibly well-traveled percussionist in the area, and also called John, who, being an Irishman himself, I thought would be really enjoy.
He could interpret.
He could interpret Kevin. But of course, John and I had worked together on a Telego record, and he helped me kind of arrange and write this song called The Ballad of Zona Abston, which then went on to win the Merlefest competition. John was with me. So we had a history of working together, and I was hoping that he would be interested in helping with this record as well. And it was definitely magical, meant to be kind of pre-production sessions we had, and great time in the studio putting it all together. So I'm so happy to be able to do this run of shows with John, because he was such a big part of the record and such a big part of my life. So thank you, John.
I was just thinking, listening to that song, like, you got the song, it's really good, and then John Doyle comes in and does all that stuff. That must be pretty neat, huh?
John played all the, I didn't play any guitar on this record.
Is that right?
So when I went to actually perform the album, it was pretty intimidating, as you can imagine. So I've been working at it for a bit, doing my best, and
I'm kind of trying to figure out what I actually did.
I'm teaching him his licks.
Exactly. You remember you did this? No. It was really fun. It was a great project because they're all really good songs.
Yeah.
And of course, when you have great songs and good musicians to play them, once you have everything kind of ready to go, things spark.
So did you hear like demos from Anya?
I heard
And-
demos. I heard things. We arranged them
Do
beforehand.
you listen to the demos?
I actually listened to the
Don't tell them.
things.
Don't tell Anya.
And we worked out some stuff and arranged things. And so, as things spark up, you kind of grab what sparks.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And then you kind of make arrangements from that. And if you don't overthink it, I think sometimes it really works out well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't, but it worked out well this time.
It's a beautiful record.
It is really a beautiful record.
yeah.
Yeah. And Kevin was great to work with Kevin too, because he's hyper enthusiastic.
Right.
And it's important to have that, because you're always kind of wondering, is this correct? Is this the right way to do it? And as a producer who's looking at it from an overall position, you can see it from not from a myopic point, but from a whole perspective. And he kind of really excelled at that, I think.
It's got to be comforting to have you can let go of some of that stuff you're worried about. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just work on what you need to do.
Yeah. So many great musicians on this record. Let's get another song and we can talk about who's played on there, and it's got to be
for sure.
all the talent around you. It's got to elevate your music so much. Tomorrow night, these two are at the Gray Eagle in Asheville. What time's that show get started? 8?
Doors 7 and the show's at 8.
Yeah. And then I know you're heading on up into Virginia for some shows. And
Yeah, we'll go to my hometown of Blacksburg, Virginia,
Nice.
and we're playing at the old movie theater there, the Lyric, which is a big thrill for me, and to see so many old friends, especially from the old-time community there, who helped me get started before I moved to Asheville. Then we're going to go down to Stokes County at the Ramble on Big Creek venue, and we'll finish up at Eddie's Attic in Atlanta, or Decatur, I guess.
yeah, nice. And John, we're going to get one more song, but I know you've got some shows coming up too. The end of this month, Davidson College. Right?
That's right, with the Masters of Irish Music.
Who are the Masters of Irish
It was
Music?
really, really fun. A bunch of people I kind of put together. And,
Yeah, who are the other masters?
Well,
or
Cathy
something?
Ryan is one, and Seamus Egan, an ex-Solace member,
Right.
and John Williams, another Solace
Right.
member actually,
It's all the
and
old crew.
Ivan Goff, a great piper. And so it's all 5 of us playing at Davidson. And we're playing in Richmond before that, Richmond Folk Festival.
Oh, yeah, and
and
we'll-
we're playing there as
Yeah,
well.
we'll
I saw
be
you guys
playing
were in Richmond.
Yeah.
at the Richmond
You're
Folk
all over
Great
the
Festival.
place.
festival.
Yeah.
And real quick, John's got some shows, holiday shows coming up early December over in
That's
Knoxville.
where is that? December 5th in Knoxville, the
Laurel-
Laurel Theatre.
That's what I've
and
got.
then December 6th is in the Grey Eagle, again, in Asheville. And I forgot, I'm also playing this Saturday in Lake Lure as well.
At the Mead Fest.
At Mead Fest, yeah. Anyone who wants mead can come
You know,
along and listen to
just
Irish music
there-
and drink mead, apparently.
Their Mead Fests aren't everywhere, but
Yeah.
there will be one and John will be there.
Yeah.
So.